back to Bugz Wiffle Ball. We bring you the first postseason game of the tournament between Kenoughs and Beer and Deer. Kenoughs have a slight advantage over Beer and Deer heading into this game. Let's get right into it. Here comes Nolan up to bat for our first plate appearance. He has a 308 average, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and a 591 on-base percentage. Let's see what he can do here in his first at-bat. He's not going to get a first at-bat as he gets walked in his first plate appearance. That's going to bring up Mitch with a 0.91 average, only 1 single, but a 524 on-base percentage. And he's going to keep them eyes, and he's going to take his first walk in this game as well. That's going to bring up Cam, number 00, the only player from Beer and Deer to hit a home run so far. Now, Cam last year was our home run leader with 6 home runs throughout our tournament. But he's going to take a big strike 3 right here and become the first out of the top of the first. Here comes Logan. Now, Logan has a 0 average, but he does have a 647 on-base percentage with some of the best eyes in the league. He's going to see that ball fly right past him and take that walk as well. It's going to bring up bases loaded with Nolan coming back up to bat. The pitch. Nolan's going to see that ball fly past him as well, and it's going to drive in the very first run of the game. That's going to give Beer and Deer a 1-run lead starting off the top of the first, bringing Mitch up to bat. And he's going to shoot one down left field to Faith. Faith's going to bobble it, overshoot second. Coco's going to recover, but not before Logan gets into home. That's going to be a 2 RBI single for Mitch over at first. That's going to bring Cam back up, which has the first out and the only strikeout of the top of the first. And he's going to take another strike 3. That's going to bring Logan back up with 2 outs. Runner on first and second. And a big walk. That's going to bring bases loaded. Nolan back up to the plate. Taking 2 walks in his 2 plate appearances so far. He's going to take a ball inside. And a big shot down left line. That's going to drive Cam and Mitch coming right in. Logan's rounding third, but he's going to get cut off by Coco. Nolan's past second. He's going to bobble it. Misses the tag, overshoots Nolan. Nolan's going to shoot back to second base. We're going to have to take a closer look at that. I'm not sure if he made that tag. Coco shuffles, misses the tag. Doesn't quite get him with his hand, and shoots the ball right behind his back. Yep, no tag has been made. That's going to be a 3 RBI double for Nolan. That's going to bring up 6-0 in the top of the first. Mitch with another shot down left field. That's going to drive Nolan right in to bring up 7 runs in the mercy on our inning. Absolutely phenomenal start to the game by Beer and Deer. Here comes Kate's up to bat with a 456 average, 5 singles, and a 456 on-base percentage. Now, Kenoughs are missing a player, and so they are not at full power. They only have 3 players so far in this game. They have to keep at least 1 player off of the bags, and he's going to drive Kate's on down to first. And they have to be efficient in running these bases. They can't keep anybody trapped on base. They always have to have a batter, and this is going to make for an interesting game. That's going to bring up Coco with a 500 average and 5 singles. He's going to foul one back for the first strike. Here comes the pitch. And he watches strike 2 come right in over the plate. Big slider from Cam on the mound for strike 3. Bringing up the first out in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up Faith. Now, Faith has a 300 average with 3 singles and a 500 on-base percentage. And she's going to shoot one down foul line. Bobbled. Faith's going to be safe at first. And Coco's going to round third and come on in to be the first run in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up a pitching change. Nolan's going to come up to pitch with a 1.720 ERA. He has 5 strikeouts going up against 15 batters, and he's pitched for 2 innings and a third. Let's see what Nolan's going to be able to do here in the postseason. He's got a runner on first and 1 out. Bringing Cates back up to the plate, and he has a walk underneath his belt so far for his postseason appearances. Big strike 3 on Cates. And that's going to bring up 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And that's a way to start for Nolan. That's going to bring up Coco back up to the plate. And he's going to high drive one into the air, and Nolan's going to pick it off for a quick little pop out. And that's a way to start for Beer and Deer on this first inning. Only allowing 1 run and putting up 7. Let's see what we can do here in the second. Here comes Cam up to bat. Now he's got 2 strikeouts. He's 0-2. Cates is going to have to make a change here if he wants to see any type of challenge to potentially win this game. The pitch. Ball 4 outside, driving Cam on down to first base. That's going to bring up Logan. Now Logan has 2 walks and no at-bats quite yet. Let's see what he can do here in the top of the second. Big ball 4 from Cates, and that's going to drive Logan on down to first and send Cam to second. That's going to bring up Nolan. Now Nolan's already hit a double and has 4 RBIs and 2 walks. He's going to bring up big strike 3 on Nolan to get the first out of the top of the second, bringing up Mitch. Mitch has 2 singles with 3 RBIs and a walk. What can he do? Big strike 3 on Mitch to bring up the second out of the top of the second. That's a big change that Cates was looking for. Let's see if he can continue this. Here comes Cam. 2 strikeouts and a walk so far in this game. And a big strike 3 to end the top of the second. And that's the change Cates was looking for. That's going to bring Faith back up to bat. Now she's 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI off the bottom of the first. Big strike 1 on her right there from Nolan on the mound. She's going to shoot one right between Nolan's legs. She's going to get herself a nice little single there to add to her tally. I believe there's some confusion. Yep, it's Cates up to bat now. And Cates has a strikeout and a walk under his belt. Let's see what he can do here. He's going to shoot one right off of Nolan's right shin. Nolan's going to overthrow it to second. Faith is going to stumble her way to third and land Cates a nice little double there off an error. That's going to bring up Coco. Now he has a strikeout and a pop out. Let's see what he can do here. He shoots one to Mitch. Mitch drops it. Still there for the ground out. But they're not paying attention and Cates comes in to score. That's going to be a 2 RBI ground out for Coco. Could have been a sacrifice, but it was unintentional. That's going to bring Faith back up to the plate. That's going to be ball 4 on the inside. Cates on his second appearance in the bottom of the second. He shoots one to the left. Cam fumbles it, but still gets her on the foot. It's going to be an out at second. That's going to bring up 2 outs in the bottom of the second here. And Coco back to the plate. Big ball outside for Coco, sending him down to first base and Cates to second. That's going to bring up Faith. Let's see if she can do anything here. They're going to need 4 runs to tie it, and she's going to shoot one past Mitch in right field. Overthrows it at third, and that's going to send Coco and Cates in. That's going to bring them up to 5-7. Now they're trailing by 2. That's going to bring up a pitching change, and they're going to let Mitch come on in to pitch now in this game with a 1.50 ERA. And Cates is going to funnel one up to Mitch, and Mitch is going to make the out at first to end the inning. But not before the Kenoughs tally 4 runs in to put a 2-run differential. Here comes Logan up to bat to start things off at the top of the third. Cates remaining on the mound after facing 15 batters in the first 2 innings. Ball 4 outside and away. It's going to send Logan on down to first base. Here comes Nolan out of the dugout. Beer and Dura looking for a little action here to extend their lead to a little bit more than 2. Quick little adjustment for Cates, and here comes the pitch. Ball 4 outside and low, almost identical to Logan's walk. Here comes Mitch with 2 singles, a strikeout, a walk, 3 RBIs so far in this game. Big strike 3 on a 1-2 count to sit Mitch down for the first out of the top of the third. Quick little cleanup here for Cates. Having Cam come out of the dugout with 3 strikeouts so far and a walk. Let's see if he can shake things up here and get something done for Beer and Deer. Ow, that one's got a hurt on the inside hip of Cam. Taking ball 4. Bases loaded. Logan comes back up to bat. Talking about ordering pizza in the background. Looks like it's going to be a fun afternoon. Ball 4 low for Logan. He's going to take his second walk of the inning. Here comes Nolan sprinting out of second base. That's going to extend the lead 8-5. Put an RBI for Logan. Ball 4 inside for Nolan. One out, bases loaded. Leads extended 9-5. Another RBI for Nolan. Strike 1 on an inside fastball. Strike 2 looking on an inside small slider for Cates. Mitch, you got to change things up here to get something done. Strike 3 off the top of the strike zone on a beautiful pitch from Cates. Bring up 2 outs for the top of the third. Cam back at the plate. Big strike 3 for Cam. That's going to end the top of the third here. But not before Beer and Deer extend their lead for another 2 runs. Bring up 9-5. Here comes Coco to start things off in the bottom of the third. He has a strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out with 2 RBIs, batting 0 for 3 though. He's going to shoot one right up to Cam. Makes the throw to Mitch, but overthrows it. Umpire's going to call him out for running outside of the runner's lane. Base path. That's going to be the first out. And he is verbally upset down there. Director's going to help course him back into the dugout. That's going to bring up Cates. Cates batting 1 for 4 with a double, 2 ground outs, a strikeout, and a walk. That's going to be ball 4 high. Here comes Faith running out of the dugout. She's batting 3 for 3 so far in the first 2 innings. 3 singles, 3 RBIs to match, and a walk. She's going to shoot one right up to Cam. Mitch is going to bobble it, and that's going to be safe at first. She's going to put another single onto her tally for 4. Here comes a pitching change. We have Mitch coming up to bat with his regular season stats of 14 strikeouts. And Coco is going to be the first one to face him. That's going to be a ball low. That's going to bring up bases loaded. And it looks like Coco is going to be the only one to face him. We have Nolan coming in here now to pitch with 5 strikeouts and 15 batters that he's faced so far in the regular season. Kate's going to start things off with Nolan. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ball 4 behind his back. That's going to drive in a run and bring Beer and Deer to only a 3-run lead. Kenoughs now at 6. Faith up to bat. Strike 3 for the second out of the bottom of the 3rd. Quick little cleanup here. I'm going to skip ahead. Nobody wants to watch that, but we have Coco back in the box. He's going to pop one up into the air. Nolan's going to make that catch down the 3rd. Weird play to start things off with Coco rounding into the field. But I believe he's done that in the past. I'm surprised that was the first time he got called out. Here comes Logan to start things off in the top of the 4th. Now he's batting with 5 walks so far and an RBI. No hits, no strikeouts. Just very good eyes. But he's going to swing at that one and sets himself down for the first out of the top of 4. Cates remaining on the mound. After facing off against 23 batters so far, he's going to continue things here. Cates, our pitcher. Nolan in the box. Strike 1 on the inside of the plate. The pitch. Oh, we're going to need a speed check. He beams one right through the strike zone in the top left corner. Nolan with a quick little fix, but we're going to need a speed check on that. Let's take a look back at that. I've never seen anything like that in my life. That is insane. That's a ball outside. 1 and 2. That's a wild play, a pitch that goes right through our strike zone. He's going to follow one off to the right. I've never seen that in the 2 years of doing wiffle ball tournaments so far. I've never seen a strike go through our strike zone. That's going to be strike 3 off the bottom of the tee for the second out of the top of the 4. I'm still in awe that we had a strike go through our strike zone. That's insane. Pops it out past Coco in left field. He's going to easily recover it for only a single, though. Cam comes back up to bat with 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Pitch on the full count. Strike 3. Ends the 4. Ends the top of the 4th right there. And I'm still in awe that Cates had put a strike right through our strike zone. Cates going to start things off here in the box in the bottom of the 4th. Mitch on the mound to start things off here. Cates batting 1 for 4 with a double, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. He's going to watch that ball inside. 1-0. He's going to shoot one right up to Mitch. Mitch overthrows behind Cates' back, and that's going to be a single for Cates. Coco coming into the box, 0 for 5, a strikeout, 2 pop-outs, and 2 ground-outs. 2-2 count. He's going to shoot one right up past Mitch and past Nolan. Cates is going to head to third. The throw is overshot, and Cates is going to run home. Coco lands on second base. That's going to drive their deficit only to 2 now. Kenoughs at 7. Faith coming into the box. No outs yet. Faith is going to shoot one right up to Mitch. Mitch is going to overthrow behind her. Coco is going to trail into home. And that's going to be safe. The throw is going to be out of play, and Faith is going to get second base. It is not 9-9, as Coco stated. It is actually 8-9. Kenoughs trail by 1. Runner on second. Cates in the box. Ball outside. Cates shoots one out to left. Deep, over the fence and gone. That's going to be Cates' first home run of the season. And that's going to give Kenoughs the lead they need by 1. Take the lead for the first time in the game. That's a phenomenal start to the bottom of the 4th for Kenoughs. Beer and Deer need to make a change here. Beer and Deer now trail by 1. Kenoughs have the lead. Coco is going to shoot one over to Mitch. And Mitch is going to overthrow again. And Coco is going to land himself at second base. Thinks about going to third, but decides to respect it and stay at second. Cam's going to overthrow the pitcher. And they're going to work that ball back up to the mound now. Here comes Cates. He's going to shoot one over to Cam. And Cam's going to overthrow, and Cates is going to be safe at first. Putting Coco in scoring position at third. No outs. Faith up to bat. Beer and Deer need to make a change here. We're going to have a quick little cleanup. Discussing that there's no outs. And a quick little chat here at the mound. Most likely mentioning we need to change things up. That's a high eephus pitch for strike 1. That's a foul ball off the right side for strike 2. 0-2 Faith. Good thing there's no box here for Nolan. And that's going to be strike 3 on Faith for the first out of the bottom of the 4th. She's going to go trade places with Coco at third. And that's the start of a change for Beer and Deer, what they're looking for here. That's going to be fouled off into the strike zone for strike 1. That's going to be fouled up and back for strike 2 on Coco. And that's going to be a riser for strike 3. Bring up 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Kenoughs still lead by 1. Nolan's going to have to make a quick out here on the mound. Quick little cleanup again. Cates is going to come back into the box. He's going to shoot one, and that's going to be fair down third base foul line. Coco slides underneath the throw. He's going to sprint home, and he's going to be safe. That's going to be a 2-run RBI triple for Cates, and I believe that's a full cycle. I believe Cates just hit for the cycle right there. That's the first time in Bugz Wiffle Ball history that a player has hit for the cycle. Huge congratulations to Cates as Faith takes a strike 3 to end the bottom of the 4th. But not before Kenoughs bring in 6 runs to take the lead, 12-9 over Beer and Deer. Here comes Logan to start things off in the top of the 5th. Cates returning on the mound. That's going to be strike 3 on Logan. Bring up the first out in the top of the 5th. We are running out of time. This is our last inning. Beer and Deer need to make a change here and take the lead to extend this game. Nolan up to bat. 1 for 3, a double, 2 strikeouts, and 4 walks, 5 RBIs. He's going to see that ball fly past him and take another walk. Mitch batting 3 for 6 here in the top of the 5th. 3 singles, 3 strikeouts, 3 RBIs. What can he do? He's going to shoot one over to Coco. Coco's going to make the recovery, but not before Nolan gets to second base. 1 out. Runner in scoring position on second base. Cam's got to make something happen here. Full count. Strike 3 on Cam. That's going to bring up 2 outs. Logan in the box. Ooh, Logan takes one to the ribs for ball 4.
It's got, compared to the phone shooting it, this actually pulls foul.
That fun little directory here behind the camera. Base is loaded, 2 outs. Nolan's up to bat. Just looking for a hit here to get things moving. Strike 3, Nolan sits down. That's going to end the top of the 5th. And that's going to end the game. We are out of time. That's going to wrap it up here today for us, folks, between Beer and Deer and Kenoughs. Kenoughs take the win and move on to the semifinals. Till next time, this has been Bugz Wiffle Ball.